From Vadnagar to Kashi, we've got at least two occasions where where prayers are going up from supporters of Prime Minister Modi's citizens in Kashi and Vadnagar. One his Lok Sabha constituency, the other here Vadnagar in Mehta district of Gujarat is the Prime Minister's home village. Let's just try and get some sound in from Vadnagar, the home of Modi. Okay, I want to play up. Okay, the audio is not great. We'll try and fix that in just a moment. Let's put the sound up on those images from Kashi for a moment. Take a look. This is the Lok Sabha constituency of the Prime Minister. Remember that Prime Minister Modi is currently with his mother inside the UN Mehta hospital in Ahmedabad. I want to just share with our viewers as part of our coverage something that the Prime Minister had said about his relationship with his mother a few years ago. In fact, 7 years ago in 2015, this was a viral moment during Prime Minister Modi's US visit when he was interacting with Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, where the Prime Minister had got very emotional while talking about his mother. This was a soundbite that had exploded on the internet and gone very, very viral. Listen to this still very touching interaction and what the Prime Minister said about his mother.
अब जब हम छोटे थे तो हमारा गुजारा करने के लिए वे अड़ोस पड़ोस के घरों में बर्तन साफ करना, पानी भरना, मजदूरी कर रहा। आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि एक मां ने अपने बच्चों को बड़ा करने के लिए कितना कष्ट उठाया होगा।
And Rahul Srivastava, our National Affairs editor, is still with us. Rahul, we just played out that famous, very memorable soundbite where the Prime Minister got very emotional while talking about his mother, in that interaction with Mark Zuckerberg, of all people, in 2015. But these images coming in live from Kashi, Vadnagar, of prayers and havans happening for the health of Heeraba. What do you make of them? What do you think?
See, many a times Prime Minister, he was not Prime Minister before 2014. He was Chief Minister before that. There was Narendra Modi with the RSS. And there were several occasions when one used to interact with him when he was very important part of the RSS. And traveling across UP and several other towns with Narendra Modi. And he would narrate incidents from his past. And he used to say that the mother there was not enough money ever in the house when they were young. Till class 7, he had just one uniform. And that uniform, if it had a tear, the mom used to stitch it. And she used to stitch it and used to tell him that someday you should work hard and perhaps get more than one dress. There was the home cooked meal at one time in the family used to be bajra and kadhi, because those were the cheapest element. In Gujarat, there is a lot of milk, so chash used to be free. And the family grew on bajra roti, curry and khichdi and those kind of elements. She doesn't like outside food, and the only thing she really loves is ice creams. And I recall that interview with Mark Zuckerberg. And after that, I think 2016, it was the first time that Heeraba came to Prime Minister's official residence for the first time. Remember, it was May 2016, means he became Prime Minister in May 2014.
Yes.
It took 2 years for him to bring his mother. It became a viral event. There was a lot of opposition criticism. It was called a grand, big family photo op. But the fact is that, yes, and that bond, people tried to exploit it politically also. If you recall, in 2019,
Yes.
a morphed picture of Heeraba with a placard saying, "Why will you vote for my son?" Had emerged.
Yes.
While that picture originally was of her displaying a sari that Nawaz Sharif, the Prime Minister, had sent for her after Narendra Modi had given a shawl for Nawaz Sharif's mother. And that she was displaying that, it became a morph picture. And Prime Minister recently also had talked about the fact that how his relationship with his mother was such that the word mother was not just a word for him. It meant the emotion of life, which has patience, trust, and several other elements woven into it. What top sources in the PMO are telling me, Shiv, that the Prime Minister not only is going to be spending the night there, but he's going to be there. And is, in fact, there are other doctors who are in touch with the doctors in the hospital so that the best medical care could be provided for Heeraba, who is right now said to be stable.
You know, out of curiosity, Rahul, because, you know, you'd be one of the few journalists who's actually, met Heeraba on multiple occasions. And like you said, she's a person of few words, and, she likes her own private routine, etc. What did she, what did she think of all the, of all the attention she was getting on the outside, the politics and the, the crossfire over those viral images? Did she have a view about that, or did she just not talk about it?
See, Shiv, I think initially she was very uncomfortable with the good, bad, ugly attention that being the Prime Minister's mother brings you. But I think then she eventually got used to it. And I think one of the most loud moments when I saw the mother stepping out, and that's what grit is all about. And I think there is nobody more gritty than a mother. And it was, I think, in that moment when Prime Minister Narendra Modi was facing flack for the note ban. And in November 2016, she was in a village, Raisen, and she stood in front of the Oriental Bank of Commerce, if I recall rightly, with a 500 rupee note in her hand, in solidarity with what her son had done. The son was a Prime Minister who had sucked out all the 500 and 1,000 rupee notes. He was facing criticism, people were facing hardships, but as an ordinary citizen, just to say that she stands in solidarity with the son, perhaps that was one picture which might have won over a lot of supporters for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. She stood in front of that OBC, Oriental Bank of Commerce branch. And I think that's what she was.
Okay.
Interestingly, Shiv, what a life, those occasions when Narendra Modi, when he got very emotional, he was talking about how the mother worked very hard.